Leo, welcome to your June reading. I'm super excited to do this for you guys. I just finished reading for a Leo, like a personalized reading, a private reading. So I feel like I'm really tapped into the Leo energy right now. And obviously I'm a Leo, so you know. Your focus is Capricorn this month. Do you have a Capricorn in your life that you really care about? Or don't like? We don't know. But yeah, they're showing up. But if it's not a Capricorn, that's that the focus is about, and this is just saying you're focusing on your money, honey. You're focusing on your money, you're focusing on how you make your money, and you're focusing on the longevity of what comes forth in your practical matters and endeavors, okay? You guys, I'm feeling so silly right now. Okay. Let's see. What does Spirit want to tell you right off the bat? Ooh, for June. Disruption. All right, you saw it. Oh, God. I'm sorry, y'all. Speaking of disruptions, there's like a piece of something. Anyways, so we have disruption here. We're going to see what this is about. Disruption. 1 + 6 at the top of this card is the number 7. So angels are here, okay? If you have been feeling like there's just, no one's here, no one's trying to help you, they're here, okay? The angels, the spirits, all of that. All right. A sudden, usually unforeseen disruption or major change is happening or is about to take place. Even if it appears to be a negative experience, it can lead to enlightenment or a total shift in your lifestyle. In traditional tarot, this card represents the falling tower that eventually crumbles due to its weak foundation. Whichever part of your life you focus on, this is an opportunity to rebuild with solid, positive structure to make you or the situation even stronger. There are times when the most difficult situations arise in your life. If you choose to, they can act as a catalyst to heal other areas. They're beneficial because they're truly your greatest teachers. Learn from the past mistakes, accept them, and integrate them into your life as stepping stones. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This disruption card is a reminder that negative thinking, limiting beliefs, ignoring problematic situations, and risky or careless lifestyles must be addressed so that positive changes can take place. Life has a habit of moving you forward whether you're ready or not. Transformation of body, mind, and soul can happen if you view this dramatic time or change as an opportunity for growth. In the future, you may look back and be thankful for this opportunity. All right, Leo. While I was reading, I was thinking some of you guys just got to straighten up certain things you're avoiding, whether that's relationships in your life, whether that's habits in your life, whether that's, things that just don't serve you. And then also with the Capricorn energy here, the Capricorn tarot card is the devil. So these are usually like addictions or things that you're tied to that don't help you, grow in any way, shape, or form, or just something you're dwelling too much into. It could even be a job. Like maybe you're just a workaholic, okay? So we're going to see what this is about. The disruption card literally speaks to just you needing to understand something so that you can use that struggle as a stepping stone instead of something that hinders you and never allows you to grow as a person. Once you address it, this is one of those things that's going to help you move towards whatever your next phase in your life is, which is always good, okay? So let's see. Beginning, middle, and end for the month of June for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's happening? What's happening? Middle. Okay, Leo. So in the beginning of your June, we have the 6 of Swords. So the first thing I thought was you're moving away from something. Whether this is an emotional movement, a mental movement, or physically, like driving, going, transportation, walking. You're literally going away from something and moving towards something new. So remember when I was saying this disruption card is saying once you address something, you'll be able to move on. You're in the waters. Okay. Let me use props. So this is where you started, over here in this area. So you're still close to it, but you are driving literally towards the end of the destination. So you're in the in-between stage, okay? I don't ask why I have that card there. It's one of my little charmed situations there. So yeah, you're in the middle of moving towards something. You're also focusing on your health. Like you're starting to realize where certain things are lagging or things that you want to improve. I feel like that's something that you're focused on. But to me, this is like you're in the in-between stage of like your next phase. Coming from wherever you used to be at or a certain stage in your life. But while you're like traveling, you're having all these thoughts about how you can better yourself. And I think this is why this card is coming up. And it's also like you're having these conversations in your mind, but it's also with your ancestors, your guides. Like you're really tapping in to try to figure out, how can you better things, and what do you need to do to move forward, towards whatever you're trying to get to. Where are you trying to go towards? What is your destination that you're seeking? Two of Cups. So you want this love situation. You want something to grow. You want something to be beautiful. You want a certain love. Where are you coming from, though? What is it that you're leaving behind? What did you... So you left behind a situation where there was just no movement. It was stagnant. It could have been... Like, you feel like you got to the point where you're like, I'm too good for this. Like, I shouldn't be going through this. I shouldn't put up with this. Let's get a little bit more clarification on what this Two of Wands situation was. The High Priestess. Oh, the card didn't want to stay in my hands. The High Priestess. So this is something internally that you're moving away from. Like maybe the way you were living, or your lifestyle, or your circumstances, your job. Like it was something you were doing. You were a part of. Something that was a part of your life internally, and also, externally. So you decided to take a leap of faith. And now you're on the road to finding true love. Is this with the person? Or is it by yourself? What is this? What is this Two of Cups? It's a very stable, loyal, safe relationship as well. That I feel like this is. It could be with yourself, though. What is this Two of Cups? Let me get some clarification on that. Wow. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Something that you have been having your eye on for a long time, if this is a person. I feel like with this, it's also saying like something that you have been putting a lot of effort into. Something that you put so much time into. With the Six of Cups, though, this is something from your past or someone from your past. And you're also trying to nurture it because you've invested a lot of time into it. Or it's just saying that now that you know all of your priorities, this past love situation is the rose in the middle. So now you're learning how to really stabilize all of that so that you can have this rose and this, this thing that you have all these memories with. And it's a connection that I feel like is just beautiful. It feels really good. There's a lot of emotional happiness with it and just bliss with this Two of Cups. And this is what you're trying to go towards. And I think you're starting to realize what you have to do in order to achieve this. I definitely think it is with another person because we have the Eight of Cups here and it's literally two people. So I do think that is what's happening there. Clarification on maybe the Eight of Pentacles, though. Four of Swords. So this is something that you had to take time to really sit with, meditate on. I feel like you had to evaluate if this is the way you wanted to go or if you wanted to add this to all of the things you already have going on. So you're like, do I really, really want this? And I think with all the time that you've had thinking, I think you still are thinking because you're still transitioning with your car. You're still going. This is so cute. You guys know I love antiques and vintage things, and it just came in so handy right now. Yeah, so you're like, trying to figure out why you're on this journey. Is this what I want? I think you do know. I just saw 22. You do know. And I feel like also the angels and whatever guys you've been like trying to communicate with, they are also like in agreement with this. They're like, this is what you want, but you have to do the work. Eight of Pentacles. You put in a lot of time, but there's still work to be done. And a lot of the work, I think, comes back to yourself, Leo. Because as we know, all relationships reflect is how you treat yourself. So this is where this is starting to come together. And this is why I think this High Priestess was coming up. I think you were starting to see that the way that things have been going and how you've been treating yourself is not who you are. And you want true love, but in order to do that, you have to love yourself first, Leo. Ooh-wee. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but I'm feeling it. Okay? So once you did all this thinking and all of that, you realize this is the end of the chapter for whatever you had to leave behind, okay? I don't think it was necessarily a person that you had to leave behind. So we're not going to talk about that. I think it was just you, like how you were doing things, how you were living. You're like, this has to stop. This has to end. And so that's what was happening. If this is a person that, the Two of Cups energy, the person you're moving towards or trying to connect with, trying to have something real with, what is this person's sign? Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. For the person that Leo is moving towards. They could be an Aquarius. or have an Aquarius-like vibe, okay? Okay. Nice, 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 nice. And how do you feel about this person that you're trying to go towards? Just to kind of solidify, that this is your person that you have in mind. How do you really feel about this person? What's your thoughts? That's a lot of cards. You got a lot of thoughts about them. We'll take all of them, Leo. Fine, whatever. You feel like okay, hold on. Let me look at what I'm looking at. Okay, so you have a lot of feelings on the table. But when do you not have a lot of feelings, Leo? So we have the World card. You feel like this is something that is destined for you. You feel like this is something that you have to end certain things in order to move towards it. So this is why it's such a magnitude. This is a shift. Like, you literally have to shift yourself in order to transition to them. Page of Pentacles. You see this as like a slow start, but you feel like it's something that could have a lot of potential in abundance, whether it's materially, like literally, like you can grow a lot of things with them, whether it's a family or just, like in the process of being with them, there's so much potential. There's like a childlike enthusiasm of what could come. And you feel like there's a lot of long-term success that could happen with this as well. Four of Cups though, but you always have in the back of your mind, like, I don't know, like, should I, like, he loves me not. She loves me not. You still have those feelings as well. But you're like, but I know I have what it takes to either attract them or to fix, like, you have the resources to fix what's not right so that you can have them. Or you have the resources to fix whatever you feel like is not right in order to, have that relationship good with yourself again so that you can attract the right person, even if you don't know who it is yet. So I like this. You have, like, all of these, like, energies here. I'm not seeing very much fire. The only fire that I'm seeing for you so far in the beginning of your reading, Leo, in the beginning of June, is the energy of you leaving whatever you felt like was not fitting for you. That's the only thing that I see fire with. So that means you're only putting action towards leaving so far. But you're still kind of drifting and, transitioning to the middle of your June, but also to that person as well. I also want to see, how are you showing up in the beginning of your June? Oh, okay, quickly. Oppression. Okay, and we have, like, Saturn energy here. So you're kind of being a little hard on yourself, and I feel like you're kind of restraining yourself. Like, you're really trying to disciplining yourself. You're disciplining yourself. That's the word. Period. That's all I'm going to say. You're disciplining yourself. Very good, Leo. Very good. But don't be too hard on yourself. Do not be too hard. This also kind of looks like the oppression card here. Sorry about that, y'all. So you're not bonded, but you are kind of giving yourself a slap on the wrist because you know that you could be doing better, but you're actually making the effort to do it. So that's all that matters. Okay. All right. So in the middle of your June, we have the Princess of Cups. So now you're starting to be a little bit more stable and you're starting to daydream a little bit about what could happen. So this to me is like you're literally in the middle of the journey of going from somewhere to somewhere. You're in the middle of it and you're just daydreaming. You're, kind of in the middle of nowhere. So you have time to really look at, what you want to happen. I think you're trying to visualize what you want as well. That's the vibe that I got for that. And there is a new budding love or romance that you're sensing. You're starting to feel it, yes? It could be with yourself. You could be daydreaming and looking at yourself in the mirror like, I'm starting to recognize who I am again. That type of vibe. Let's get some clarification on this Princess of Cups. Ace of Wands. Okay, so you're starting to see that you're starting to put action in. There's a start. There's a start that's starting to happen. What is the start in? Seven of Swords. Okay, so you're being a little sneaky about it. You are putting in action towards something, but you're not letting people know. Having this, usually I feel like it's a bad card, but for this situation in particular, I feel like it's at nighttime, it's seductive, it's very sexy. I'm getting a lot of sexual vibes happening. So in June, you may be reconnecting, honey. Reconnecting. All right. Temperance. So, but see, this is the beauty of it. All of this is happening because you have a balance. You have learned the balance of what you need to work on and what you need to improve on. But you also have a balance for learning that, whatever this love that you're seeking or this connection that you're trying to go towards, it's going to take time, and you're okay with that. You're okay with that. Six of Wands. You're okay with that, and you're also receiving a lot of recognition and rewards for the things that you are putting your focus into. So again, with you being able to balance yourself and work on yourself, rewards are coming immediately once you start to do that. Baby, okay. How are you showing up? How are you showing up in the middle of June? What's your attitude? The Tower. Oh, you're shaking some shit up, huh? You're like, yeah, there's some changes happening. Mm-hmm. Things are not the same. You're doing things that I feel like even you surprise yourself by doing these things. You're like, oh, I did that? Oh, I'm doing this? That's how everyone else is looking at you as well. You have a lot of people paying attention, so be careful. That's a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. You have a lot of people watching. But what I do like, even with, I just noticed the sun coming out like really, really nicely here. All of this is where you were coming from, remember? And now you're moving. You're in that transition phase. And you're starting to come out. You're halfway there. You're halfway there, Leo. But you are starting to see movement. You're seeing action. You're also seeing rewards for this. What is this action in relation to, though? Like, what are you starting in the middle of your June? I saw it. Queen of Wands. So you could be going towards a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But I think this is saying you, as the Queen of Wands, you're going after, like you're independent now. You're starting to have a little bit more clarity. You're starting to know what you want and go after it and not have to take no for an answer. Five of Pentacles. Also in money, like with money, but also like spiritual help. Like you've been asking for assistance or whatever that, whatever that means for you. Whether you're praying, manifesting things, saving your money, investing your money. Now you're starting to see movement in forms of money, but also spiritual guidance, okay? So if you have certain elders or certain, things like that, they probably will be of assistance for you in June as well. But I do think this has a lot to do with your money situation. There's a huge shakeup. There's a huge shakeup within your life in the middle of June. Let's get some clarification on that. What is this shakeup? What is the Tower? Why is Leo showing up like this in the middle of June? Okay, Prince of Wands wanted to come out. So this could be just you as a Leo again at the bottom with this the lion right there. You could be making things happen because of another fire sign. But I feel like this has something to do more with you going from the young Leo to the more established, balanced, independent Leo. So there's a shift. But you're doing this ever so quietly, so quiet, so delicate with the Temperance card here, the Seven of Swords here. It's almost, and then especially with this card here, the Princess of Cups. You're literally like, you're so delicate with this movement and change that I don't even know if everyone's going to notice, but you can see the difference and you get what you want. You definitely do, okay? And if this is something stable or if it's money, it's coming, okay? Or there's also a destined situation here with the Eight of Swords. Wow. Okay, so let me dissect this a little bit. What is it that Leo wants? What does Leo want? Whoa. Ah! The Sun card, you guys. You guys want either another Leo, maybe a Leo ascendant, or you just want happiness, joy, bliss. Clarification. I need a little bit more than that. Hello? Oh, okay. Two of Wands. So you want to pick up where you left off. So remember how I said there was a pause in the beginning with leaving something behind or whatever? Now you're pressing play. You're like, okay, resume. Now I'm ready to start trying to find love. Now I'm ready to start being back, in touch with whoever you had lost touch with. I saw 22. There's a sense of you being ready. Like you're ready to choose your next phase. You press pause for a little bit in the beginning. You have to give yourself a little slap on the wrist. And now you're like, let's do this. Like, whatever was in the way, I'm done. We're done with that. Let's move on. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? Very, very nice. This Eight of Swords. How do you feel about this Eight of Swords? Ooh, Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles. You're moving. This thing that you left, you felt like it was destined. Like this is a part of your destiny because you're moving towards stability. You're moving towards your actual desires from the inside. You're literally walking away to go towards this. You're in the transition. I keep saying transition. You're in between the old and the new. And you're going towards the new. And you feel like this is destined for you to do so. Four of Pentacles has come up twice in the middle of your June. I would say be careful with spending too much, but also there's a lot of money here. So there could be a lot of saving that you're doing as well, or you're receiving a lot of money at one time. So very good, but just make sure you're being smart about it. Now, if this is a person you're walking towards, for some, I think it is, but not for everyone just yet in the middle of June. But if this is a person you going towards, what sign, sun, moon, or rising? Okay, we got Gemini, which is the Lover's card. It could be a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, or this could be someone that you have. What was that card that we had? I think it was the Six of Cups. Did that come out in this? Yeah, it's this person. Whoever you had that old flame, blah, 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 blah. It's coming back, okay? And it's just because life had to happen. Life literally just had to happen. Let's go to the end of your June. The end of your June, Nine of Cups. Then you're very comfortable with this person, and there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of emotional passion in a good way. And there's like this sense of just being like, that was good. That was amazing, if you know what I mean. This is what this card is saying. That's why I just kind of fell back, because that's how you're going to feel at the end of June, okay? I don't want to get too spicy, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, yes, I found the one. This is my match. This is the end-all, be-all for now, okay? Because we really don't know how this is going to turn out. This is me pushing away the energies because I'm feeling it too much, y'all. Like, whatever you're thinking right now, I guarantee you I'm thinking the same thing. All right, so let's see. Nine of Cups. Let's get some clarification on that. Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. Energy. Girl. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Talk to me. The Emperor. You're like, this is the one, this is my husband, or this is the person that's my match. This is who I want to be with. This is what you're saying, Leo. And if you're a guy, then, you know, reverse it. But the Emperor card is someone that you can see like a real stable future with. Someone that's going to take care of you, you take care of him. Or vice versa, you know. This is your Pentacles. You're going to make it work. It's going to work with this. This is family. This is your future. Okay? It's not 10 of Pentacles. So I'm not saying that it's, you know, like just immediate marriage or anything. But this is something that's going to work because you have, I guess, matched the energy of what this person needed. You know? And or at least with this Nine of Cups, you're definitely feeling all of these feelings, you know? But I do think this is what's happening for you. Who is this person? Let's see, with this Emperor. What sign? Sun, moon, or rising? Two of Cups, Cancer. So they could have heavy Cancer placements. But this is also with the Two of Cups. This is that emotional thing that you were looking for in the beginning. Remember what you wanted? That's that person. That person you wanted. It's a link up. It's a link up. All right. And you're making it work. I think both of you guys had to figure out where you guys were both lacking. And once you guys did that, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. Both of you guys taking charge of your own faults and your own weaknesses. And that's what creates this vibe of just goodness. There's still I'm still not so sure on what this Nine of Cups is in regards to. So let me get a little bit more clarification. The Chariot, Knight of Swords. So literally making movements to progress what you guys had already planned to do. So remember when I said you press play, you literally pressed play. And now you guys are moving towards, for some of you, this definitely could be a movement and engaging or getting married. Like, I'm not even going to lie, because this Chariot here, okay, Knight of Swords. Putting in, like, the thought is actually being progressed. Like, you're actually coming together with this person, literally coming together. Whoa. You guys are coming together, okay? Nine of Cups, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. Who doesn't want that? This is insane, only because it seems like in a matter of 1 month, you were like, I want this, I'm leaving this, I'm going towards it, I got it. What? Like, you see how fast that happened? And it's all because you decided to change what you were doing wrong. You decided to get rid of whatever you were doing wrong. And I love it. It's like, I love it. This Emperor person, how do you feel about them, Leo? Page of Wands. So you feel like this is the beginning stage of something much bigger, but at the same time, you also are like, this is fun. Like, I'm actually enjoying myself. This could be also an Aries for some of you, because Emperor energy is very Aries-like. And then also with the Page of Wands, this is like fiery. So I would, some of you may be an Aries as well. Anyways, it's someone that you feel like takes charge when they want something. And I feel like you guys are finally on the same page, and it's working out, the Three of Pentacles. Anything else I need to say? Oh yeah, let's see. Well, shit, let's see how they feel about you. How does this person feel towards Leo? Ooh, okay. Three of Pentacles. They want this to work. They think it's going to work. They see it going somewhere. Three of Pentacles, like, look, you guys, it came up a time and time again. They're willing to put the time and effort to work on this. And even right here at the top, Capricorn here. What's the focus? Capricorn. What are we working on? Not literally a Capricorn, but I'm saying you're working on whatever you're working on, your business, literally if it's a business or a relationship or whatever you're putting all of your energy into, this is how they feel. They feel like you're finally trying to make this shit work, and they want to make it work too. Beautiful. How are you showing up versus how they're showing up at the end of your June? What? Okay, let's try that again. How are you showing up, Leo? And how is this other person showing up? You're showing up as the Emperor. How many times are we going to get this? You're showing up as the Emperor. You're like, this is what I want. I'm stable in it. This is what, like, I'm not going nowhere. This is it for me. I've made my decision. I'm steady. I ain't moving. This is what I want, okay? Because that's how the Emperor is. When they want it, they got it. They're going to get it. Nobody's going to tell me anything different. I dare you to. And how are they showing up? So I kind of feel like you're the person who's initiating this. Like, you're like, look, I'm coming to you. I'm doing this. We're making this happen. Okay. How is this other person showing up, though, at the end of June? Okay, fine. Abundance. And this is also Cancer as well. So they're coming up as abundance. Obviously, it's water. I feel like this is kind of like Three of Cups energy, where they're overflowing with love. Like, they're so emotionally happy at this point. And I think for some reason you either make them, like, remember why life can be good, or they're willing to share certain things in their life with you. But for some reason, I feel like you make them, like, super, super happy by coming back. Like, emotionally happy, though, you know? And maybe they're sad or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's overflowing. And there's a lake of just emotional depth. And I think it being surrounded by all the rocks and things around it, it reminds me of stability, which is what the Emperor also is about, and the Three of Pentacles is also about. So it's just you, once you got yourself together, it just seemed like everything falls into place. I love this, you guys. Like, this is one of the best readings I've done so far. I've only done 3 signs for this month so far, but let me tell you, they all have been absolutely amazing. Scorpio had an amazing reading. Cancer had an amazing reading as well. Cancer, really, they're doing a damn thing, okay? And this Cancer may be... Hello? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Like, it's just so many things happening. I'm just so excited for everybody, because I feel like everybody's just getting this shit back together. And it's just like, look, we're here. Okay? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave me a thumbs up, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that I can let you know whenever I'm posting, and whenever you want to see videos and stuff, you'll be notified. Also, if you would like to keep up with me, I have an Instagram. I'm trying to be more interactive on it, but, like, I need people to be interactive in order for me to be interactive. So why don't you go ahead and just sign up for my Instagram? It's free. And then also, I have an email if you want to order your own, like, personalized reading. If you want to sign up for readings every single month, and it's cheaper than going the traditional way just to get one. If you want to have one every single month sent to you from me to you, all you have to do is sign up for my Patreon. Sign up for my Patreon, okay? I love y'all so much, okay? With that being said, that's it, y'all. I'm about to get off of this thing. Bye, y'all.